All right. Welcome to episode 7, I think. I'm not sure what episode we're on. We're on 6 or 7.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, because there wasn't one last week.
Yeah, which one are we on? 6 or 7?
I think 6/7. That's the name of the episode.
All
6
right.
or 7.
6/7. Okay, good. If you hear my voice sounding weird, it's because I lost my voice last couple days. It's finally coming back. Welcome to Lost and Lazy, where we are lost and we are lazy most of the time. This week we are just gonna chill. We're gonna talk about stuff that we watched, video games that we're playing, and I'm going to intensely interrogate Adam about Tarkov, which
Can't wait for that.
which I understand very little about.
I
But
can't wait.
yeah. Let's actually start with Adam on how his week's going. Go ahead, bud.
Pretty good week so far. Just normal Tarkov here and there. I have recently watched some movies. Thanksgiving, very gory, as you said, pretty good. Also watched Spaceman. Got to be patient with that movie as well, but it was really good. Really enjoyed it. One of Adam Sandler's serious movies. So if people don't like his serious movies, then they're not going to like it. But and then we watched Damsel, and that movie was very great, very good. Not what we were expecting. I mean, me and Josh watched. I don't know if anybody else has, but if you haven't watched that, it's very, very good. It's on Netflix.
I haven't.
Really good.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be what it ended up being. It was actually pretty good.
Is that the one with Millie
Bobby Brown? Yeah.
And they try to feed her to the dragon.
Yep,
and
that's
stuff.
exactly
That actually looks interesting.
Very good.
I definitely have to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I started getting to Helldivers a little bit more. Should probably play on a less difficult level.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Holy shit, dude.
And I think that's about it. And then my occasional Rocket League with Josh. That's about all I've been up to this week.
Not with me though. Not this Josh. Different Josh.
Yeah, different Josh.
We have multiple Joshes and multiple Matts. And
this Josh dislikes Rocket League. If you like it, that's good for you.
Controversial take number 1 already. Here we go. It's gonna be like me with the anime thing.
Yeah, pretty much. You like Rocket League? Get the fuck out.
Well,
Go.
I've played Rocket League since 2015 when it came out on PlayStation 4. So I've literally been playing the game for almost 10 years.
It's okay.
Dude's he's like a level 1500, bro.
I actually hit 1403 yesterday. So
we all have the right to be wrong sometimes. It's what it is.
Stand by. If you
Your
don't
choice.
like it, it's because you're not good at it.
Well, yeah, that's literally yeah.
I'm so sad that I can't play Hot Wheels with a soccer ball. Don't care.
Hot Wheels?
Don't care.
I fly in the air and hit goals, dude. Get on my level.
Dude. Trent would take you any day of the week, bro. I know.
Oh, nah, dude. I'm a champ too, dude. He's just a champ.
Trent. Okay, dude. I don't know, dude.
I'll watch it, but I will not play that game.
I'll bet.
Yeah, I'll watch him. I'll watch him play too, Josh. That's about it for me.
Oh, and
Yeah,
then
no, exactly.
I almost forgot. We had an epic D&D campaign yesterday. It was awesome.
It was all right.
It was
No,
fabulous.
it was great.
What are you talking about?
I heard Cradling was kind of crap, but just kidding.
Wasn't for me.
I know.
Wait, what happened?
You'll figure it out.
You'll find out
Yeah,
when
you'll
you
find
listen
out.
to the journals.
Oh no.
That could have
That's
gone.
what happens when you miss an important D&D day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
know.
You
that
miss out.
could have gone. That could have gone a completely different way. So we'll say a little bit about it, Waz. You're gonna listen to it later. I recorded it for you, but
Oh yeah, Wes.
Yeah.
I do have one thing
Basically-
to say before Josh gets into this.
what?
Keep your mouth shut about it being too easy.
Yes.
Okay?
For the love of God.
Okay? Because your friend died again. All right? So keep your mouth shut about, the enemies are too
he
easy.
Already told me that. He already told me that Adam died. And I was like, Adam dies in every session. That's
It's
not.
the
That can't be
goblins,
the
bro.
standard.
He's got
So-
an
It's the
allergic
goblins.
reaction to goblins.
No. So
Goblins are real.
Adam got hit by, I'm not gonna say what, but he got hit by the boss. Or no, not even a boss. One of the
No.
boss's guards.
It was
He got hit by one of the
Yeah.
boss's guards, And the guard did 13 damage the first time and 12 damage the second time, but it hit a crit 20. So technically it should have done 24 damage plus the 13 damage. But because I forgot at the time, I was like, wait, what do I add here for crit? I was like, okay, I'm just going to give him the 12. He's already going to go down, whatever. But like, if it would have, what's your max damage or your max health, Adam, right now?
Let me think. That were we level 3?
We were level 3 at that time.
20,
level 3.
21.
Yeah. So if he would have, if the boss would have hit him for 21 extra damage and his damage, he's dead. There's no coming back. That's it. You're gone.
Yep.
So
and I'm
like,
glad you didn't remember that.
Adam literally almost died. But yeah, so basically there was a point in it's kind of background for me. There's a point where they leave the village that you guys are at. And then they met a person, and I told myself, I'm like, okay, if they do it peacefully, they're still going to get the same amount of XP. But they won't have to fight everything and be murder goblins going through it. And they did. They decided to do it peacefully. And then they got to get to the main boss without fighting his 500 goblin army by doing it peacefully. But it could have gone very differently and been
if I was there, that would have been a problem. I would have just attacked all of them, dude.
No,
bring it on, dude.
No, because
bring it on, dude.
No, because they were cordial to them, and you are not a character that fights people that are not cordial. If someone is nice to you, you do not fight them. It's when they're an asshole to you. But everybody that they talked to was pretty nice till the last boss.
Well, kind of. I mean, it depends. Like, if I see somebody like bullying somebody else, I probably still would attack them anyway, because it's a little bit more nuanced than that. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, it's true.
Well, we were about this close to attacking that dude, the black cloak guy, because I was on the edge of doing it.
His name is Zildon.
Yeah,
so that's what I just said.
Yeah, she said it. I always called him Don or whatever. I don't even remember, but
Don.
But
yeah, they called him so many different names.
Bran was like, "Let's just go. Let's just leave." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I don't know how important he is or might be, or if we'll never see him again. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't get the information out of him I thought I was gonna get out of him.
But you guys got all the information at the end.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking we should go back and fight that dude. Just kidding.
I'm down.
Yep. Well, you guys,
I'll be ready for next session, dude. I'll be ready for next session. So
you guys can try.
You should get some good stuff at level 3 when you level up.
Yeah, he gets to choose what kind of barbarian he wants to be.
Yeah.
I heard Josh forgot, just like me, that reckless attack was a thing.
Tell the last boss.
So.
Tell the last boss.
So not just me, not the only one.
No, and I missed so many.
But that's
hits.
not his character.
Yeah. I mean, true, but he did tell me, like in session 2, you can't be forgetting your reckless attack.
Yeah, but he was also controlling like 15 other people yesterday.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't get no excuses.
Yeah, I was playing
excuse.
3. I was playing 3 characters at the beginning and all the enemies because Matt wasn't there either at first.
The old guy's technically 50 characters if you think about it too. So
yeah, no, I was playing all the enemies and I was playing Dodd and I was playing Frankie and I was playing Tarlath for the first like 30 minutes.
You just wait.
I would have been
about old man.
I would have been cool if you just like had left me in the village to sleep or something too, and then I just caught up to you guys later.
That's not the way that works.
I mean, it could work that way.
No, that's not how that works.
Adam could just carry me on his back. He's a big dude.
If people don't show up, the DM plays the other characters. Or
we get somebody there to miss their attacks so the rest of us could hit.
Yeah, your character
hit every attack, and I also didn't
just
get hit
as many
again.
as always.
I heard that I didn't get hit again. So,
you definitely got hit. You were bleeding at one point.
You guys sounds like you need to make it harder.
Okay, well, he just said it, guys. He just said it.
If there's goblins, I'm running because I'll die instantly. Apparently,
now it's a giant goblin.
Fine.
Yeah,
Dell's happy.
Yeah.
Do I still have my health potion?
You were getting your ass kicked too.
Okay.
but I was happy about it, and I didn't die.
During the zombie part, she lassoed somebody and then never got hit for like 4 turns. I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm over here dying on the ground.
I think my first order of business is probably the next session. I'm just going to give my broski my health potion because Adam's the only one that almost dies every session.
Well, you'll have to remember
just in case. Yeah, no, that's true. Because I assume it's been... Because it was only in the first session that I failed that intelligence check, I think. So hopefully I remember at this point that I have it after all the shit we've gone through. So
yeah,
hopefully I'll be able to give you that, Adam, next time. We'll see.
I got lots of things in my backpack I can give Adam. I just don't know if he wants any of them.
Nobody wants any of it.
Well, doesn't Adam hate your character? He's like, fuck.
Very indifferent with her.
They were pretty cool this session. They worked together.
What?
Adam is now
no.
Did we work together?
Okay, she started going weird again, and we fucking tossed her ass.
Yeah, Wes, she lassos a zombie without arms and tries to keep it as a pet. So I was a panther, and I pounced on it and killed it instantly. I was like, we're not doing that.
I'm talking about when you were talking to Old Man. You guys decided together what to do next.
Yeah,
that is true. We did do that.
He wasn't a jerk to her. He wasn't mean to her. He was nice. And when they confronted the other weirdo guy, they just think she's weird to the front.
I got that.
I think that's
Did the
because
abacus come back out again?
No. I just want to get out of there.
Oh, darn.
I got a bag of bone dust and 3 lemon drops.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some other items.
And they're
And
well, I won't say what. Let's not go too far. He needs to hear what.
Yeah, he'll need to listen to the rest.
Yep.
But,
I have everything. I've got it all, so I'm ready to roll. I just need to
introduction for you.
Yeah, no, I'm ready. It's gonna be interesting. I want to make sure that
I put the journals in order, so that's what I sent you. So it should be the Cradleland journals first, then the Aura Mush.
Okay.
So, and like I said, when it goes silent for like a minute or whatever, that's them listening to the journal. I'll send you.
Me trying to decide what to do in battle.
I'll actually send you the old journal too. I forgot.
The first one we got.
Yeah, I gotta send all those journals too. So actually, those ones are the ones before Cradleland, but I'll send you and tell you. So
what's your character's name again, Bran?
Del.
Yeah. Episode's called Del Does It Again.
Del.
Yeah. So yeah, since we're talking to Waz, how's your week been?
Dude, my week, like my past 2 weeks have been pretty ass, to be honest. Like, that's why I haven't been on games or like being able to really watch anything.
Yeah.
Except for like twice in the past 2 weeks, because last week I thought I lost my fucking wallet, which had my driver's license, all my insurance cards, and my debit and credit card, along with like a bunch of other like cards that aren't as important but still suck to lose. Like I had a Sam's Club card. And I basically had to call and get all those canceled. Had to go to the DMV to get a new driver's license, and then also get my insurance cards replaced. Only to, on Friday, find my wallet behind my television with all of my shit in it. So I went and did all of that for nothing. And then in between that time, from where I lost my wallet to when I found it and had to go, I also got COVID over the weekend and was sick as shit. And which is also part of the reason that I had to reschedule some stuff, which is part of the reason I missed the D&D session this time. So literally the only thing I've really done in terms of like gaming is started playing Sons of the Forest with like Adam and Hunyan and those guys. Like that's all I've had time to do outside of that.
And how's that been?
It's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Sons of the Forest. So I didn't really like the first one very much. I don't know. Like we played it on console a little bit, but I don't know. It just didn't really click. But this one, there's like a lot of stuff, and maybe I was just playing the first one wrong. Like we didn't do a lot of exploring, but I'm getting really. Usually these types of games, I get really into the building mechanics. So that's kind of what I'm probably going to be focusing on. And we set up our base and stuff and that. And it's been a long time since I've gotten really into a survival game. Like I think the last one I got really into was Conan Exiles.
Yeah.
And that game pissed me off because I lost all my shit. Because in typical Donnie fashion, okay, Donnie wants to go to the most difficult place to live in the game.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, because we got a friend. I don't know if we've talked about Donnie here before, but we got a friend who just wants to play every game we ever play on hardcore mode.
Yep.
And so that's where he wanted to go. It was inside of a volcano, and if you die 3 times, you lose all your shit. So I died and then tried to get back to where my body was to get all my really, really good stuff, and I died 3 times trying to get there because it's the hardest area in the game, and lost all my stuff. So I deleted the game and never played a survival game since then, except like Minecraft because it's easy. But this game's really fun. I like the mechanic. Sons of the Forest is really, really enjoyable. I like the way they handle weight and inventory in that game because there's not an encumbrance system. It's basically you can put stuff in your backpack. You just have a limit on what you can carry in your backpack. So you can only carry like 20 stones at one time without putting it into a storage thing or, making something for it.
Yeah, you can carry so many stones, so many sticks, so much food at once. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't encumber you or make you walk slower. So that's actually really, really nice. And it makes it more enjoyable because you don't have to worry about that. So you can just focus on exploring and collecting as much as you are able to collect.
Yeah. Sounds to me like the reason why you didn't like the first one is because you were playing on console. That's the most terrible thing to play on when it comes to the Forest or Sons of the Forest.
Graphics didn't look very good. And to be fair, like I said, we didn't really play the game right. Like, we kind of just spawned in and we didn't really explore any. We didn't go around. I mean, we were playing co-op. It was me, Adam, and Donnie on that game too. We played it probably for an hour and then just kind of decided collectively that we didn't really like it. But me and Adam both really love Sons of the Forest.
Oh, it's great.
So.
I did not like the first one, but like you said, we didn't play it right.
Yeah. Well, and you played with Donnie, which was a terrible decision.
We'll say that the first one, the story isn't as good as the second one. The first one, I feel like, is mainly about surviving.
Right.
First one, first one you had to explore a lot more to get the story. So if you're just sitting there building stuff, you're not getting anything. You literally have to go into caves, go further and further into the butthole to figure out what's going on, where your son is. And like the story slowly and surely progresses because you'll start finding video recordings and tape recordings, your kids drawing pictures, and you keep finding different little things that progress that story.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's and pretty much that opening cutscene with where you're on the plane with your son is like that's the farthest we ever got into the story, obviously, because then we were in the game and we were just fucking around and not figuring things out. So, but I wouldn't mind potentially going back and playing that. And I heard, Josh, I think Hungyan told me that you guys tried to do a Let's Play of the Forest and you got to like almost the end and then like the file got corrupted or something and you lost everything.
Something like that. I don't remember exactly, but that seems to happen a lot with certain games.
Yeah, that freaking sucks, dude. Especially a game like that where it's like what Sean was saying, you have to really go out of your way to complete the story. That's a lot of content down the drain.
Yeah. No,
my thing with the first and the second game when I played them, if you don't have a base, as long as you're self-sustainable with your backpack inventory and you're willing to hunt for food in between, like going to different caves and figuring out the story, you really don't have to build a base or stay still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you kind of don't necessarily have to do that in Sons either.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, but it does get harder because it's kind of like 7 Days to Die, where the longer you are, at least in Sons, and maybe it was like this in the first one too, but like bigger cannibals show up. Some like even the lightweight ones now are starting to show up with armor in ours, and they're like breaking down our walls and stuff, and we're trying to like. So it's definitely becoming less manageable without like building like a wall or doing something to kind of prevent them from attacking you.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Slinky yet?
Slinky.
Yeah.
Is that like an enemy type?
Yeah.
No, we've not seen.
No.
The worst one we saw was the finger one.
Yeah, the finger one. It's like doesn't have
Yeah.
arms, and it's got like the fingers for a mouth.
Just wait.
The babies.
Just
The
wait.
babies are the
Oh,
worst.
the babies. We saw those. We've seen those.
Oh yeah, we saw those in a cave once.
Super easy, but God, they suck.
Those suck.
Yeah, Adam's
and
like, use
the
a
big titty
spear.
women. Those suck too.
Yeah.
Adam wants to suck.
Control delete.
What? You can't go and control alt delete my I'm
just trying to control delete for you because Josh is going to copy. I can see it. He was like,
you can't copy. Or post
Yeah. I wasn't going to. Yeah, I don't remember the big titty women, what you were saying, but
they literally
have
like armor right around their titties and they just hang out. It's nuts.
Okay. I don't know. We beat the game literally in one night. When it first came
Mm-hmm.
out, we beat it in one night. Literally like 8 hours, 7.5 to 8 hours. We literally, me, Hunyan,
Sons of the Forest.
Yeah.
Sons of the Forest.
That's what I'm saying.
that
I mean,
was-
I've done it both ways, where you build a base and survive, and then I've played it with people where it's just our inventory.
She also quit right at the end of that run that we beat it in 7 hours because she was done.
Was that
All
actually?
day and played
Was that
that
the full
game for
story?
No.
Yeah, the full story at the time.
No, at the time, because it was
Yeah.
literally day one of pre-release or
Okay,
whatever.
that's
Yeah.
why I was wondering about.
Yeah.
that,
So like
'cause I know,
the
full release
the
just said-
ending didn't make sense.
Yeah,
But it was fucking cool.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool to beat it, but it was like, wait, we came here to do something and we did not do it, and then we're flying out of here. It's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, that's because somebody shot Virginia.
That was our first playthrough. We restarted. She was fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I didn't know who she
Three-legged
was.
lady?
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
Yeah,
She kind of
that
ran up
three-legged
on me, and I beat the hell out of her.
Oh, I've killed her in
Yeah.
our game, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, you freaking idiot! You didn't do anything. And then like Hunyan comes back and he's like, what happened? I was like, Adam just fucking shot the 3-legged bitch, and he's like, dude, like, why
She
would
helps.
you do that?
She helps you.
Yeah,
no, it's like-
you can
she's
give
a
her
helper.
guns. You can give her guns eventually, and she's a companion character.
Give her armor
pretty
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Now,
Probably
Adam,
give her another
don't
leg.
say that she scared you. You fucking murdered her in cold blood, and then you were like, "Look at that ass, dude." You were like standing over her body. I'm like, this guy's getting, this guy
What
is
was
not
that?
right. This guy is not right.
Take number 2.
Here we go again.
I used to have a little jingle for Virginia every time we played in the game. When I saw her, I would sing her my little jingle, but I'll have to remember.
I don't
what it is.
remember what it was. It's been a while since we played.
She's jingling in heaven now. Let me tell you, because of Adam. So
Yeah.
thanks for that.
Good job, Adam.
Good job, Adam.
What I do, dude.
You know, okay, dude.
What I do.
All right.
All right.
But-
yeah, you got anything else, Wes?
That you maneuver.
That was COVID.
Probably not about Sons of the Forest. The only probably like last thing I would probably say about that is I know we need to start streaming that, because I know Hunyan said we should start streaming it. So
Yeah.
I'm
You
definitely
know,
down.
Adam's right. Adam's right here.
Yep.
He's the
I
streamer.
mean that was like directed.
Adam
at him. I was-
Bomsky, when we do
I
it,
was
we'll
kind
do
of
it.
like, hey, I was kind of like, hey, Adam, dude, stream that, dude.
Yeah. What did you do this week, Miss? I want to mess with the dice while the mic can hear everything that you're doing.
Yeah, don't lie. What did I do this week? I played Assassin's Creed a bunch.
All day.
Play on Saturday until D&D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's day for me, but I played Assassin's Creed all day. Then we had D&D, and that's it. That's all. I wanted to start Nightangale this weekend, but I got sucked into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. And what did you get on Assassin's Creed?
What do you mean?
You
what-
got the Master Assassin sword.
Oh yeah, I got the Master Assassin sword. Assassin sword.
Ass.
I'm a
Ass,
Master
ass.
Assassin now.
No.
The double ass.
I
sword.
haven't leveled up to Master yet in
Yeah.
the game.
It's so weird, guys.
Novice.
It's so weird. She's
Novice.
done. She's literally closed off like half the map, and she's a novice assassin still. She's not-
refuse to do any more of the main quest until I
Like-
complete all of the side quests, because
No, I get that, but why is it connected?
enemy I look at, I just want them to feel like they're an ant beneath my fucking shoe when I take them out. You know what I'm saying?
Is this the new Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
Is it Mirage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get all the cool stuff and all my points leveled up so that I've probably done about half of the main story. I've done about half of the main story.
But that's what doesn't make sense to me. So you're leveling up, you're doing all this stuff. What your assassin level should be connected to the side quest, not to the main story.
I think there's only 3 levels in Mirage. I think you are. Oh no, there's 4.
I don't know.
There's 5. There's 5. There's
6?
Initiate. Maybe by the time I get done.
Maybe 7.
Maybe 9.
There's
Let's
Initiate.
just round it to 10.
Yeah, a good even 10.
It can't hear me. It's too far away from me.
It can hear you.
Oh.
And Waz,
It's not lighting up on Discord is what I'm looking at.
you don't need to worry about Discord.
Oh, fuck Discord then. No, so there's Initiate. You start off as Initiate. After you... Well, basically in the beginning of the game, you're not part of the Brotherhood yet. So technically you're not even an Initiate when you start the game. You're just some random dude from Baghdad. So you're random dude from Baghdad, Initiate, Apprentice, Novice, and then I think it's Master. Like, it's just Assassin.
I'm not that far in the game yet. You're farther than me.
You guys both say Novice, just out of curiosity?
Novice, yeah. Novice. I usually say novice.
You upset me
which one
deeply.
it is.
Okay,
It's
novice.
It's novice.
That's
I mean,
how you say it.
I mean, I think it's funny that she keeps saying Baghdad like the people in the game. She doesn't say
Say it with the
Baghdad.
accent.
She doesn't say Baghdad. She says Baghdad.
Baghdad?
I mean,
no, that's just
she's
why
not
I say
wrong.
it.
Baghdad.
She's not wrong.
I'm
That
not.
is the
I do
correct
not
pronunciation.
sound like a man.
Baghdad.
Baghdad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so you're random dude from Baghdad. That's just how I say it. That's not the
Baghdad.
accent. It's just how I say it.
Yeah, that's rad. So.
Radical.
I've been watching her steal money from people throughout the streets in
Totally.
Baghdad.
I pickpocket everything I can. Well, that's how I make my money.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah, she's gonna beat this game before I am able to, more than likely, which is fine, because this will be the first time she'll beat a game before me.
I am missing. That's not true.
Ooh, shots fired.
I beat Skyrim.
That's true. I
And The
never beat
Witcher.
Skyrim or The Witcher. You're right. Never mind. There are games she's beaten before
I
me.
think you might have beat Breath of the Wild before me.
I definitely beat Breath of the Wild
So
before
those
you.
are
And
the only
Tears of the
2 games
Kingdom.
I've ever beat in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, Josh, did you beat The Witcher though? Because that is
Nope,
like a.
I never beat Witcher.
What the fuck, dude? That's like one of the best RPGs.
I disagree, but that's fine.
Okay, well,
I've seen,
remember that thing we said about being wrong? You're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fine.
what happened. He wanted to explore and open the whole map.
The
before
whole
he
point of RPG.
So he went to like a level 36 area and got his cheeks clapped when he was like just starting the game.
That's not true. I stopped. I stopped because I did a bunch of side quests and I started doing the main quest. And much like Skyrim, the side quests are more fun than the main quest of The Witcher. It was not fun. It got boring. I got tired of it. And I stopped.
The side
playing
quests
it.
are pretty. I do agree with the side quests, and also like the beast hunting missions, like the actual hunting missions.
Yeah,
are
the Witcher
freaking
hunts.
awesome.
Yeah.
in The
Those are my
Witcher.
favorite.
And I've seen that. I know how the story ends. I don't know all the endings, but I know how it ends. But it just, to me, like, it's not the greatest action RPG ever in existence.
Oh, I didn't make that claim. I said 1. I don't think it's better than Baldur's Gate 3. I think I would put it probably in the top 5 though, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Divinity 2 from Larian Studios is probably higher than Witcher 3 on my list of RPGs.
It's not
Such a
higher than
short
Baldur's
game, though.
Gate. Oh my gosh, shut up. You never beat it. You just kept playing the same one, and it's my fault. I understand. We've gone through this a million times.
The boat's too easy.
Okay, we're going to tell this story now. So I invited Sean to play Divinity 2. I have a problem with all the RPGs I play. I'll start a character and I'll think, okay, this character I want to play. And then I go, oh, I don't like this guy. I need to start over. So I made Sean start over once. Then another friend joined us who was like, okay, I'm going to play all the time with you guys. And then he wanted to start over. So we started over again. And then we kept going. And then another friend joined. And then he wanted to start over again. And then I probably wanted to start over again. And Sean's like, I'm done.
We're done. Then your game got deleted.
Oh, and then my game got deleted. And we had to start over. So Sean was like, I'm done. I beat the game. I made it to off the boat. That's all the game
off the boat.
You made it past the prologue.
He made it past the prologue. He beat it.
I have a race of every wizard.
Yeah.
Because I would change my race, and that was about it.
Yeah, that is another game that she beat that I have not beaten is Divinity 2. But I beat Divinity 1. I never beat Divinity 2.
Unfortunately, it's one of the few RPG games where I don't like the Draconic Bloodline characters.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just were not it for me.
I actually am pretty interested, though, at this point because of Baldur's Gate 3. Because Tucker was talking to me about that, and he's like, dude, we should go maybe try out like Divinity and see, because that's where they came from before they made BG3. And I was like, if it's anything like it, I'd probably like it. So might as well give it a shot.
It's like graphic wise and the way you play the game, like it's similar.
Yeah, Divinity 1 is not as similar, but it's still pretty good, but it's a little harder to get into. It's only 2-player. Divinity 2 is when they brought the 4-player, and it's pretty much the same combat and everything as BG3, except the spells are different. It's not 5e spells like they did at BG3. It's their own spells that they made up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like you can tell like some of them are like similar. Like you're like, oh, that spell's kind of like this one.
Yeah.
From 5e. So like you know what it is. But they've got different names and different attributes and stuff that the spells do.
Yeah. But it's pretty good.
Makes it easier for them for balancing purposes, because I know one of the reasons that there's like a lot of spells that were left out of BG3 from like D&D is because it's like impossible to like make it to where the spell is reasonable, I guess, where it's not like super overpowered, especially like the upper tier spells and stuff like that, where it's like some of the stuff they do is like kind of tied to how the DM wants the spell to react. And it's like it's hard to balance that.
No, it's because they're quitters.
Video game.
It's because Larian Studios quitters. That's why.
That is like the
Hot
one
take
studio
number
you're
3.
not allowed to say
Hot take
that
number
shit
3.
about.
They're quitters.
No, yeah, dude.
Allowed
fire this guy.
To
fire
say
him.
that about Larian Studios.
They're quitters.
I'm gonna call the post office and say Josh Rosen has been harassing me every time he passes my house.
Wow, name drop my entire name. That's great, bud. That's great.
It's a good thing that I'm the editor and I can just edit it out.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
You can say my name now.
Yeah.
You can say my full name now if you want to.
I'm good.
You said you're a mailman before.
Yeah, no, I said I'm a mailman. I don't
talked
care.
about that mailman simulator.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I do. Yeah, I have. It's on. It doesn't matter. My name's out there somewhere. Yeah. Why are you scratching my beard?
Florida.
You look like you got an itch.
No, I don't.
Let's all just say our whole names right now.
No,
let's go.
We're good.
For what after?
No, we're okay.
My full name is Grandmaster Bran. Why'd you go?
Just kidding.
You don't like my name?
No,
that's your middle name.
That's.
Dude, my middle name's the most basic shit ever.
Jerry.
It's Paul, bro. It's
nice.
No, it's not. Adam, we've known each other for 20 years. You know it's not Jerry.
It's 100% Jerry's line.
I like Jerry. He's lying. Who was last talking? I lost track.
Me.
Bram.
Okay.
I was telling you about Assassin's Creed.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, we got on a tangent there. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's good. Sean. Let's call him Waffle again. Luigi.
Waluigi.
So, movies, I watched Beethoven.
Okay.
And Kung Fu Panda, because,
Nice.
Because I have a kid and those are what he wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Beethoven forever, which was kind of adorable because he was like yelling at the TV for the first time ever, like when the vet was getting attacked by Beethoven after he like hit him.
Yeah.
So he was
I don't
like,
think I've ever seen Beethoven.
he was like yelling at the family, like, he hit the dog. The dog
Yeah.
didn't attack him. He hit him. I was like,
That's hilarious.
they can't hear
That's
you.
a valid point.
They can't hear you.
Point.
You've never seen Beethoven?
It's
Never
old,
seen Beethoven.
90s.
I
Oh
mean,
my
I know what it
gosh.
is. Like I used to get commercials on my old '90s like VHSs that I had. I would see commercials for
Yeah.
it all the time, but I never watched it.
Yeah, there's only 8 of them.
Beethoven's Fifth.
Yeah,
that
there's a ton of them now.
actually the name of one of the movies.
That
Yeah.
it does
It
I get
makes
that. I
sense.
see what they're going for.
Yeah,
I see what they're going for.
Last Friday I went and saw the Beetlejuice musical.
How was
that's
that?
Absolutely greatest thing ever. If
Yeah.
it's
Where'd
in
you go
your-
to see it?
In Texas. If it's in your area, I would look it up. I would buy tickets. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That actually sounds awesome.
They definitely don't follow the original story.
Oh yeah.
It's
of course.
it's definitely not the same. Like there are some stuff that is similar, but I like how they went with, if you guys remember the 90s Beetlejuice cartoon, where Beetlejuice and Lydia are more of like friends.
Yeah.
They kind of go along that line in it at some point, and then go towards where the movie where they kind of start trying to get away from each other. But it was really good. My son wanted to go. It was his first musical. He absolutely loved it. He still sings some of the songs. It was really good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I the musical looks amazing. I've seen clips of it. I wish somebody would just bring out the original musical on video so I can just watch it instead of having to go sit in a room full of people.
Go see it.
That I don't want to sit with.
It's in Santa Ana or Costa Mesa. Go see it.
Okay.
I'd love to see Sweeney Todd too. I used not to be into musicals, but I'd love to go see any of those, like Beetlejuice or the Sweeney Todd one, or
well, they used to have down. They might still, but down in Long Beach, they used to have Rocky Horror Picture Show at a theater there, and you'd watch the movie. And they would do all the scenes and stuff, like the throwing the popcorn and everything. It's pretty cool. I was actually supposed to go see it at one point when I was still in high school, and with one of my friends, and she ended up getting sick, and we couldn't go see it. But I've heard it was really good.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
missed opportunity, man.
Missed opportunity to dress in fishnets.
Why not?
Of course, that.
Yeah.
Sean, I wanted to ask you because you said you watched. Did you watch the new Kung Fu Panda?
No, we want to take my son to see it, but he's never seen any of them, so we got to watch the original 3 first.
Gotcha. Okay, because that's what I was going to ask you. I thought you maybe went to see the 4th one. I was like, where does it line up compared to the other 3?
Yeah, I have not. He literally was just in here while Brand was talking about Skadoosh and how Poe beat him with his belly. And I was like, yeah, that is how he wins.
Yeah. Factual. But yeah, I'm probably going to wait for that one to come out on a streaming service. But
yeah, there's a lot of stuff right now that's out that I want to see, but I just haven't had time to watch it yet. And
best movie ever is coming out in like 2 weeks. The second horror Winnie the Pooh movie is coming out. Dropping March 26th. All right, it's about to get real. It's coming out in theaters too. So
that movie was meh at best.
No, the first one was terrible. Okay, so the first one had a $50,000 budget only. This one's gonna have $1 million budget. So at least in terms of visuals, all right, we got something going on here. All right,
maybe all of the Winnie Pooh characters will make it in the movie this time, not just 2.
They actually do.
Yeah.
Al and Tigger are coming. They're on their way.
Yeah.
Let's go. Best movie ever.
We will end up watching it, but we'll probably end up watching it once it comes to Vudu, not
Yeah, no, same. I'm not gonna go see it in theaters either. No way. Totally agree.
I still have that AMC gift card. We need to go watch.
We're not going to watch The new Winnie.
We are not wasting our gift card money on that.
But I'm just saying, I still have it.
Again, the main problem with that is having to sit in a room full of people that I don't want to be there with.
Go early. Matinee, you'll be the only two there.
Yeah.
A little popcorn.
We did that one time. We literally went to the movies at like 8 a.m.
Yeah. That's the best time to go.
Completely dead.
Movie.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with dumb people.
Like one other couple, I think, that was like way down, like in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just us.
Yeah, I'd rather not have to deal with a bunch of people on their phones.
Once with your mom too.
Yeah.
Watch the Barbie movie.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I got to show them Back to the Future because next year they're at the same place we went. They're doing the musical of that.
Cool.
That's awesome.
They're doing a Back to the Future musical?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know how. Okay.
I don't know how I feel either, but I didn't know how I felt about the Beetlejuice one.
I don't know how I feel about that one. That's like them going. I don't know. That's weird. So, did you play anything this week or nah?
I played very little of Nightangale, which I still love the game, but it's kind of like Son of the Forest and all those other ones where you don't really want to play it by yourself. It's kind of an open world survival game where you're supposed to, base build and play with people. But I'm still I'm still early in the game, haven't progressed too far into it. Did pick up Helldivers. I was really enjoying that game until Donnie invited me to play with all of you guys.
Man, he has ruined it for everyone. He has actually ruined the game for everyone. It's literally he's ruined the game for everyone I talk to.
Level 5 dropping into impossible is real fun.
Oh, me too. That's what happened before this fucking podcast. I was dropping in at level 4 with Donnie on Insano mode.
Yeah. Like, cool. I was like, wow, I really was enjoying this game. I was playing by myself, playing on medium, like no one joining my game. I was like, whatever, this is kind of cool. And then I was like, oh, cool, playing with 4 people. And I was like, oh, we're on Impossible.
He does that every game.
Here's the best part. So I played with Donnie today, and hot take number 4. We're playing. I'm like, Donnie, if I want to get my ass kicked over and over again, I'll play Dark Souls. And he's like, that game's weak. That game's easy. And I'm like, that game's considered one of the hardest games in like gaming. And he's like, no, only for non-gamers. I'm like, hot take, Donnie. Fucking Dark Souls is easy. But this game,
we should ask him to play through it for us, and then we'll see how many times he dies.
No, he won't. He's too busy on Helldivers.
I will say this, to be fair though, like we are pretty used to like Dark Souls. It's not that it's easy, it's just that we're kind of like used to it. We still die a fucking shitload, like don't get me wrong. He does too. I don't even want to talk about, because I think I said this earlier, but he tried to go, I mean he actually did it, but he decided he wanted to beat Elden Ring as a level 1, like there's like a waste of skin class you can be, which gives you like shit attributes. He beat the whole game that way, but he would try to bring us in to help him, and if I'm a level 150 and he's a level 1, it caps all my shit at level 1 because he's the host. So I was going in and still getting fucked up anyway because he was only level 1. And I was like, Donnie, I don't want to do this.
So basically what you're telling me is Donnie runs games for everybody. That's the big
and he does
The Division.
I actually
haven't played it since I played with him. Let me tell you.
Yep, we played the Division. We were only level 3, and we were doing. It was like a raid mission, and there's like a big boss at the end. It took us literally like 9 to 10 hours to get to the boss, and then we couldn't beat the boss. So Adam's like, I'm fucking done with this, and actually rage quit and just left. And Johnny was like, just come back. It's like, dude, we've been like this is a Destiny 2 raid. And we're playing on insane mode at level 4. We're not. It's just supposed to be, and it was supposed to just be a normal mission. It's like a side mission. Dude. Yeah, no. Every time we're gonna play a game with Donnie, and there's a difficulty setting, I hope that the max difficulty is like locked behind like beat the game once at least before it unlocks, because otherwise he will just go straight in and try and do it that way. I don't know why he's like that. Every game. If there's a difficulty, don't play it with Donnie, because he'll go max difficulty. Especially if you just want to learn how to play the game. Don't do it.
Yep.
Title of the episode: if there's difficulty, don't play with Donnie. All right,
Donnie. like it just should be called Donnie difficulty, and it's the hardest. It's fucking. So that's the name of the episode, Donnie difficulty. There you go.
Donnie ruins it all.
Yep.
It's so funny that you said that, Sean. It's like I played with Donnie, and now I hate the game.
I don't hate the game, but
dude.
Then for about 20 minutes, everybody else said, "Yeah, let me tell you about."
I agree. Helldivers, it's hard to play with people sometimes if you're like the hardcore mode sucks, but also what sucks is when like you're in the
Friendly
game
fire.
and you're going to a mission. Oh, don't even get me started on friendly fire. I'm not going back to that. Donnie ruined that too. But
oh man.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that. 5 seconds before I get out of the fucking match and he kills me.
You texted me after it happened. You're like, Donnie shot me in the head.
Yeah. No, Donnie shot at me and then was like, I didn't shoot at you. I don't know what you mean. And it says died from battle buddy. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. And I'm like, I'm done. This is enough Helldivers for today. But no, yeah, Helldivers is fun. But then like you also have, I played with Jordan and Hunyam once. And like we had the mission was right next to us. And they went like to the left. There was nothing over there, and we ended up in the middle of like a bug field and everything like attacking us, 2 chargers. I'm like, why are we even over here? Like, why are we here?
Mm-hmm. Side quest.
The mission's that way. No, it wasn't a side quest.
Side quests don't pop up. They're just randomly throughout the map. So like if you go to an area where it's red and there's holes that you can close, that's a side quest. Closing those holes will give you points and complete a side quest.
Yes, I understand that.
All I know, and I had played the game all the way up to like level 5 or 6, and I think I died maybe twice playing solo, playing with people. One of the times I was like, "Hey, there's a hole right here. I wonder if I go down here, what's in here." Don't go into holes. There's random holes in the map that they just absolutely just instantly kill you. So that was my first death. I was like, "Well, that kind of sucks." I was like, I then played with you guys and Donnie and have died 100 times more than I had ever.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
But wait, guys, the new mech suits are in the game. Yeah, that lasts all of fucking 2 seconds and doesn't help with the mission.
Oh, dude, it was bullshit. I got no mech suit, and there was a charger coming at me. I was like, I'll just sit here and hold down the thing and shoot the fuck out of it. It came up and sliced the mech suit in half, and then my guy was also sliced in half. Just that top half of my body popped out and was just laying on the ground. And I'm like, I literally said out loud, I got sliced in half, and then 5 fucking seconds later, Adam's like, nobody's died yet. This is awesome. I'm like, shut up! Shut up!
Adam says that all the time while we're playing with Donnie. This isn't even that hard. Shut up, Adam.
No, I was like,
shut up.
Like, Josh, look,
it's not that hard, dude.
We beat the mission, dude. It's not that bad, bro.
Here I am.
It sounds like some people in this conversation aren't that good at spreading democracy. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, I can't. I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
On that difficulty, fuck democracy.
I'm doing
we're playing on anti-democracy mode, honestly. It's a problem.
Yeah. No, I'm going back to trivia. Playing missions down there.
Freaking I like died every like 5 seconds. Like they bring me up in one of the rounds we did. They bring me up, I die. Bring me up, I die. Bring me up, I died. Literally just Bile Titan after Bile Titan. We had 5 Bile Titans at once when we were playing together. I'm like, what is this? Why am I here? Stop bringing me in. And like even for Hunyam won't play anymore with Donnie because Donnie fucking wants to play on the hardest mode.
No, I'm getting that way too. And that's why Hunyam invited me to play with
Donnie's
him and Carolyn,
doing okay in the hardest mode because he paid actual money for the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Like he put in money
incendiary bullets
to get Super Citizen.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah. So
that's why he has that gun.
Yeah, that's why he has incendiary bullets.
He's also he's a level 25 too.
Because he doesn't play any other. Dude, he doesn't even play Tarkov anymore. He just plays Helldivers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, he's that into Helldivers now?
Yeah, dude. He's been playing Helldivers nonstop. Like nonstop.
I didn't realize that. I didn't know. Well, I mean, I'm glad he likes the game, and like I'd be more than happy to play with him. But he's just. It's not a Helldivers problem. It's a Donnie problem.
We did.
I don't know why
we lowered the level. Josh did. Like we lowered the level earlier, and we all escaped.
Time after I bitched a bunch, you lowered the level. It took like
escaped.
2 hours. It took like 2 hours for you guys to lower the level by 1.
Not you guys, Donnie.
No, you were just as involved, Adam. Don't even give me that bullshit.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, I believe it because like Donnie will be there.
I just sat there.
Adam will be in the background, like, yeah,
guys,
it's easy.
Yeah, no, seriously. Adam is like in the background with Donnie. He's like the guy who's like, yeah, dude, such a good idea. And when everybody says anything, he's like, no, that wasn't my idea. That was Donnie's. And in the background, though, he's like, Donnie, yeah, let's do it.
You're understanding what it's been like for me just playing with Donnie and Adam for the past 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
Because these are the only people I had to play with. And when Donnie would say something stupid, then Adam's in the background like, yeah, stop it. She's like, shut up. Like what he said to me where he was like, it's actually, he wanted to say something that didn't make Donnie bad, but also accommodate. So like we come in and Donnie's like, this game mode's not even hard. We're playing on insane difficulty. Then Adam's like, yeah, it's not that bad, but it fucking sucks. I'm like, Adam, the statement doesn't make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No. It's
dude, it's always been like that, dude. And some games like aren't like it's not that bad. Like depending upon what we're playing. That's why I just like every time we're in the menu, we're playing a game that's co-op. I am just sitting there like hoping that there's not a difficulty that you can select because I know Donnie will select the hardest one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game where there's no difficulty to select. It's Realm.
Do what?
Realm doesn't have any difficulty when I used to play.
Yeah, neither does Fortnite or.
I know. I was just saying. I thought of it, so I said.
Adam, did Remnant 2 have a difficulty setting?
It does.
It does?
Oh, it does.
I don't remember it having one.
Did we play on the most difficult setting?
You
can't play on the most difficulty setting. It's locked until you beat it on like.
There you go.
So I think you can do hard, and then you have like challenging, and then impossible.
Oh, Adam, I forgot. Yeah, we were on challenging. So, but it's locked to that character to where you can't reduce it. You have to make a new character. So, at least in the beginning when it first came out. So, I was playing with Donnie, and he had it set to the most difficult, at the time, not the most difficult because that was locked, but he had it as hard as it could be up to that point. That was one of the few games where he finally made a new character and dropped the difficulty because we got stuck on a boss. He tried to do it by himself. He brought me in to try and help him. We were on, we stayed up till it was I think we started fighting the boss at 11:30. We got off at 4 in the morning. It was remember that Kraken boss that came out of the water with the tentacles?
Dang,
yeah, we were
spoilers.
trying to fight that one. You won't even see it coming, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we already fought that boss sandwich.
Oh, did we? When?
It's at the beginning. It's closer at the beginning.
It's at the beginning.
Well, I guess it depends on what world you spawn in.
Shows how much I remember of this game.
It's the jungle one, the jungle world or whatever.
It's got shallow water and deep water.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you're in the deep water, you can barely move. Yeah, we were trying to beat that, and it took. We went 5.5 hours in, and even Donnie. That's one of the few games he was actually like, I'm gonna make a new character.
I mean, from what I heard, because Sean beat it.
The fucking last boss.
Yeah, he said the last. Everybody I've heard who talked about the last boss. They're like, it's fucking terrible,
insanely
crazy. It's the difficulty spike is insane.
There's 4 different phases. You go in and out. Yeah, it's insane.
And it's switching between two different phases.
Worlds.
Yeah,
the world changing. You're shooting it, and then you're in a completely different area. You're like, wait, and then you're getting hit by a fucking fireball. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
It's flying around. Yeah, it's nuts. That's.
Yeah, it was tough. We spent probably 8 hours. We spent 8 to 10 hours on that. Yeah, and we haven't. I know DLC came out for it recently. Maybe we'll go back to it eventually. But
I think it's just a one shot.
It's all about that DLC for the Erd Tree. I know you guys are going back to that one.
Dude, when that drops,
100%.
I'll be on PlayStation.
Dog. I'm going back.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll be going back to PlayStation for the first time just because I don't want to redo all my progress. But I will be going back to PS5 and doing some Elden Ring shit.
Nice.
Since we're not going on vacation together this year, Adam, I'll probably just call a week off work during Elden Ring week, dude. Elden Ring week, dude. Elden Ring week.
Elden
Ring. When is that? Late July? I think it's late July. Is
that'll be coming out.
I don't remember the day that it came out. I've still never beat Elden Ring.
You should.
It's good.
Yeah, we beat it 5 times.
Yeah, so did Matt and our buddy Christian. They beat it a bunch of times, and they'll be going back when it comes out.
I'm pumped. It'll be awesome.
Can
I wonder,
can you not
I wonder if it's
break my dice
crossplay.
thing?
Coming apart, I'm trying to fix it. I got you. Don't worry, babe.
I just saw you start pulling it.
No. It was like that. I'm fixing it. Leave it alone.
Okay.
I got you. Don't worry. You're in good hands.
Okay. All right, Waffle, you got anything else?
Just hunt like always. New event started, so grinding
Nice.
Nice.
That's about it.
Nice. Very, very nice. All right.
Now on to you.
On to me. Everything's boring. Nothing interesting. No, I'm just kidding. My ass really hurts.
That's a good start.
Control complete.
Yeah,
Damn
how's
it,
your
dude.
week been?
I apparently scratched it too hard, and now it hurts.
Wait, is that? Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious. It's hard to sit.
I had to look at it.
Yeah, Bran had to look at it.
Had to.
I was required by law.
Yeah,
had
but
to.
Other than that,
she was willing. She's like, just bend over, I'll look.
Yeah, other
over
than
with.
that, I lost my voice. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the remake. But I am gonna start recording it now because one of my buddies who watches both the podcast and my stuff on YouTube has requested and asked me to record it, so I'm going to. It's pretty good so far. I had to hit up Sean a couple times and ask him some questions, like with whether I should use Aerith or not, because I know what happens to her. Spoiler if you haven't
Never
played
the
a game.
1990s.
Yeah,
Final
1997 Final Fantasy VII. Aerith dies in it.
I think I've never played a single Final Fantasy
you
game,
know that?
but I've seen. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I've seen like clips of it, and everybody's like,
So
"No!" Like,
I asked Sean because I was like, okay, do I need to use her? Like, do I get anything from using her as a character? Because she's a good healer, and her
limit breaks.
whatever, limit breaks. There you go. Are all healing stuff, but I don't need to use her really because she's not like ends up dying. You know,
right?
like so when I
Wasted time.
not wasted time. She's a good character and she has some good abilities. But like, if you're gonna lose her anyways, then you might as well spend that time building up other characters that can be more profitable for your team. So when I start again, which I'm not like too far, I'll record and choose a different team and not really level her up. The good thing is with the Xbox version, the PlayStation version, the Nintendo Switch version, you can also do 3 times speed, so you can walk around the world faster. You also can turn on your limit breaks automatically, which makes it kind of easier. It's for the people like Sean. Sean's played Final Fantasy VII at least over 5 times. I don't know how many exactly.
Probably.
Sean. Yeah. And like for him, it's easier because then he doesn't have to work his way to get the limit breaks done. He just can do them. You know, he can just just get through the game easier if he's played it, 5 times, 10 times, whatever. But it's also cool for me because then I'm not walking slow through everything. Other than that game, I played Banishers, Ghost of New Eden, which you are basically a ghost detective. I only made it past the epilogue, which the epilogue is actually pretty long, surprisingly.
That game looks cool.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about it a little bit.
Is that the one where your wife's a ghost?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was that trailer. Okay.
That doesn't happen till the end of the epilogue. You play as her for most of the epilogue.
Oh.
Her Antea is her name, and Red is her lover. I don't think they're like officially
married or whatever
together. Yeah, and so you go into this town where your old friend Charles, he's the one who's called you to New Eden to like repel this ghost that is haunting the place, because that's what Banishers do. But Charles, when you get there, he's dead, and you have to figure out like what happened and you basically you go to fight this thing and you lose, and that's when the whole Antea thing happens. And then you have a new quest is Red. You're all alone now. You just lost the person you love, and you have to go back. And the big decision thing in the game is, which I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I know because it was in the trailers, is you have to decide, are you going to steal people's essence, murder people, do terrible things to get Antea back to the living? Or are you going to banish her at the end of this journey?
You had me at do terrible things. I was already like, hell yeah, let's go.
I was like, I thought I put my name down for that.
Like, let's do that.
But like, it's a real interesting thing. Like, what would you do for the person you love? But you know, like from the get go, you know that if she's a ghost, she's not her anymore, and it doesn't end well when people do this thing. So do you banish them? Or like send her off? There's another way than banishing. There's banishing, and there's another style of letting someone move beyond this world. And it's interesting to see, like, what are you going to do? What's your dynamic going to be? Where do you want this to go? I'm going to play through it because Adam has asked me to record it. I'm going to let Adam choose which one of those he wants me to do. Am I going to save her? Or am I going to banish her? I'm going to let him choose and talk to him about it later and see what he wants me to do and what path he wants to see more than the other.
Yeah, I want to play that eventually as well, but I definitely want to watch you play it and help you with it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Is that a single player game exclusively?
Yes.
Or is there... Okay.
No, it is single player exclusively. I only record single players pretty much.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't know if it was like a situation where it was like Baldur's Gate 3, where it's like, it's a single player experience, but you can just have somebody play through the game with you.
Yeah, no, it's very much a single player. It reminds me a lot of Greedfall, which was another game that's similar to that one, where you're a dignitary going to a new island that you're trying to take over, kind of, or your people are trying to take over, but you're dealing with the people that live there first and your own people and trying to make connections. And it kind of seems like that's what's going to happen with Red. He has to, either take ghosts and spirits for himself to save his lover, or he has to heal the land and the people. I'm not sure how that's going to roll together, but it was a very interesting game from what I played. I also watched a little bit of Spaceman. I didn't finish it yet. I may get Adam sometime this week to do an actual in-depth review on our new thing, which is called Black Hole Reviews, which I still have to make an intro for it, but it's going to be more in-depth movie and game reviews. I also watched Damsel.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I watched Damsel, which was really good, with Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
There you go.
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby.
Stranger Things 11 is what you should say.
Yeah, but it was very entertaining. I was surprised at how much I liked it.
You said you didn't finish Spaceman?
No, I did not finish Spaceman. I have about 10 minutes left. But
I've had the ending spoiled for me, unfortunately. So
yeah, I was watching. I have thoughts. I literally have a whole paper of stuff and notes that I took while watching it. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I've seen such mixed reviews for it online. Like it seems like there's no middle ground. There's people who are saying it's terrible, and then there's people who are saying it's like amazing.
Probably people that thought it was bad didn't finish it. I guarantee it. Because if we would have stopped it last night where we were, everybody would have been like, "Yeah, this movie sucks." But
yeah,
you gotta watch the whole thing.
It's a very slow burn.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it the entire time. I when we were watching it, I was not bored. I thought everything that was said in that movie was deep and had a little
meaning.
note. Has a note of like, okay,
there's a purpose for the movie being made.
Right? Yeah, and what's really going on here? Like, what is, you have this cosmonaut that is in space for what they say is only 6 months, but like, was he only there for 6 months? Like, why is all this stuff happening to him? You know, he's got these corporate jingles he has to say. It's all very like weird, like stuff that's going on that makes you go like, wait, so what does that mean? Like, what's actually going on here? Like, why is this happening? And then you have the creature that they showed. Is the creature real? Is he losing his mind? Is it just a manifestation of himself? Like, all these things are all on the table for what's going on.
Yeah, it's based on a book, and I don't know if that potentially would have had anything for the people who didn't like it, maybe felt that maybe it didn't stick close enough to the book, or, you know, that's a whole like other can of worms.
Yeah.
When you have a movie like that that's based on another work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try and get Adam to do a review with me of it, or whoever watches him wants to do it. Maybe that one.
I will definitely watch. I'm going to watch it because like I said, if I left kind of early today, we probably would have watched it before I came home, but I ended up leaving earlier than I expected to today. So
yeah, maybe this week I'll get you and we'll watch it, and we'll watch Damsel, and then me, you, and Adam, and if Brand wants to watch Damsel or whatever, we can do a review sometime this week, because the reviews won't be as long as like the podcast is.
Damsel was like the action in it was like constant. That's why I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I also finished all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I finished at
last week.
Yes, I know.
What? Say.
Yeah. You could have said that when you were doing
I just thought of it.
Yeah, so I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's a lot of parts of that show that I was very much like, okay, that's not right. No. And then as I kept going, I really am interested in maybe watching it side by side, like watching the episodes that it goes up to with the first episode, and then watching the anime first, then watching the regular, because I don't think they're that far apart.
Yeah.
As I went further in, and as for like, we've talked about this a lot, the writing being bad, I, after watching it, disagree completely. I don't think the writing's that bad, and I think that a lot of it is exactly what happened in Avatar, but not in the same way.
Hot take number 5 or 4, whatever one. I mean, this might be a hot take. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet.
No.
This might very well be a hot take.
And this could change because I haven't watched the anime in a while, but I do remember a lot of the bigger points. And really the only things that they kind of changed or took out are smaller points, other than a major thing that I didn't like. But again, I have to watch the anime again to see, is the fact that in the live action, they say he can't use his avatar powers unless he goes to a shrine first. And that I don't remember being a thing, but it's been a while. So maybe that was kind of a thing. Like, he had to connect with them before he could do it. But I don't remember Aang ever having a problem connecting to the spirit world. Like, that was the one thing that he was always like good at. So I am eventually going to try is the key word, and do an in-depth on Avatar, by trying to do the anime episodes to the regular, and see, like, now that it's been a while since I've seen the anime, did they kind of hold true to it, or did they royally mess it up? But like Sokka, I was talking to Matt about this, and Matt was watching. I showed him an episode, and he's like, "Yeah, no, that's Sokka. Like 100% how the actor acts was Sokka, word for word, was dumb stuff that Sokka does." And so, like, there's parts of it where you see the characters, and then there's other parts where you're like, I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people hated the Northern Water Tribe princess. They didn't like the actress. They didn't like the way her hair looked. But that's all nitpick stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she still embodied the character. She still was, her and Sokka still had a connection. She still had a connection with the spirit world. They may have added a little bit to it. I don't remember a part. but Matt said it was in there. So until I watch it again, see, I'm not gonna.
It's about keeping the spirit of the character,
right?
Yeah,
100%.
and
I mean, same thing with One Piece. That like I felt about One Piece.
Yeah.
And if you reorder events, does it make sense to reorder them in a specific way for that instance, or is it going to cause problems down the line? Because that is one thing that I've seen, that there was season 2 stuff in the anime that was included in season 1 that people are foreseeing could potentially cause problems because they're going to have to fill those holes with probably original stuff.
Yeah.
And that apparently is going to happen now because, I mean, they announced seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Despite any backlash, which to me, I don't really care about that. I'm just kind of pissed that with how well One Piece was received, they didn't already renew it. But maybe that's a budget reason. I don't know.
And the thing that I was going to say about that, and we can get to talk about it because you got sick, was I would have to look up the views because One Piece did really well, but how were the views? Was Avatar's views better? Because that's what that's all based off of. Who gets renewed is based off views, not how well they did. If Avatar had more
One Piece
views,
got renewed, it just didn't get renewed. The only reason I could think of potentially too, and this might be a major factor,
hot take number 6.
There's only going to be, this one's not a hot take.
Oh, okay.
There's only going to be 3 seasons. There's never going to be a season 4 because 3 seasons, you can tell the complete story. One Piece probably isn't going to be able to finish its story in live action. They're probably eventually going to have to cancel it because the actors get too old, or they're going to have to start like filming seasons back to back, like 4 at a time, if they want to have any chance of telling the whole story.
See, and I think they knew that, and that's why with One Piece they're doing the restart of the anime. I think that's why they're doing that, because they know eventually One Piece is going to reach the point where like the actors are too old. They can't do the same, or they're not going to look the same. Like Luffy right now, I think he's like 19, 20, and he was 17 when he started the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 17, and then the time skip, he's 19. Yeah. And what's crazy about the show, like, because it's been going on for 20 years, when you look up, like the time frame in which all this stuff happens, all of pre time skip happens within like 6 months, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
So and then everything post time skip is like this, like 5 or 6 months. So they've only been a crew for like a year. Some of them even less than that. And they've actually they spent more time away from each other in the 2-year time skip than they have on, even though it's a show that's been going on for 20 years. So it's like that timeline can make things complicated for the live action because, they're supposed to be. And Yaki Godoy, that's the actor that plays Luffy, he was 19 when he was cast, and he was 19 in season 1. So he's the youngest. All the other ones are like mid to late 20s, and they're portraying like 20 to 21 year olds.
Yeah.
So they've got like a 10 to 15 year age gap where it's like they can be 30 and playing that. It'll be fine. But they will get to a point where they're going to be like, if they release a season every other year, you're going to have to be like releasing seasons like yearly in order to even hope to get to that point. And they're not supposed to start filming until June of this year, so season 2's a ways off.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I mean, I'm interested. Avatar was good. We'll see where it goes with the rest of them. Like, I'm not going to say it was the best thing ever. Avatar, the anime, is still way better than what the live action was, but it's the live action, not saying much, was better than the Shyamalama Ding Dong's version of it. So
yeah, that's like one of the worst movies ever made, though. Like that movie was terrible, dude. And
Dragon Ball's worse.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z
I forgot
was
about
worse.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution.
About the Dragon Ball one.
Yeah, that one is.
I heard that was. Atrocious,
it is. It's real bad. And other than watching that, I've been watching a show called Will Trent, which is also based off a detective novel series. And man, I love detective shows. I don't know why. There's just something about them that I can just lay there and just watch it, and it's just so great to me. I get involved with the characters. I literally am going to download the audiobooks because of the show. Like, it's been amazing.
Yeah,
and I'm not very far in, but
yeah, I knew we kind of you kind of were screen sharing and showing it a little bit of the episode you were watching a couple days ago, and I know we kind of already had the conversation, and that I'm just not really into those shows, and I can't really pinpoint why. And it's weird because like I actually thought about it, like because like the old Daredevil series that they made where it's like he's like a lawyer. Like there's facets of that. Like it's kind of split between a detective show and then he goes out and does like Daredevil stuff. And I like that show a lot. Like I love the first 2 seasons of that show. So I'm not really sure why I'm not really able to get into those, like, CIS and 911. I know we talked about a little bit too.
911's some of the amazing.
Other ones.
Yeah. There's some really good ones, but I don't know why. I'm just super into that one.
That's really cool, though.
I don't have any news this week. The only news that I have is Akira Toriyama did die at age 68, I think.
Everywhere.
Or was it
what was the reason? What was the cause of death?
I don't know what the cause of death was, but,
I think it was some type of hemorrhage.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I'm going to Google it real fast.
I mean, he is super old, so...
Either way, like... R.I.P. He was the creator of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, that, and man, that was a big thing in my childhood was Dragon Ball Z. Goku taught us to never give up, like at least when I was a kid, and it's crazy.
So he died from something called acute subdural hematoma, which is one of the deadliest. It comes from a head injury, and bleeding fills the brain area very rapidly, compressing brain tissue, often results in either brain injury or may lead to death. But it says it comes from an injury. I wonder.
He must have. Well, those. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to get into it, but Japan is not the best at not overworking their people. So
no, dude, we talked about the work-life balance, especially with like mangakas or however you
mangakas.
Is that how mangakas?
You can say it however you want. Nobody's right. We're all wrong. It's just what it is.
I like to say mangakas.
Everybody's
like
wrong.
You
We're
said,
all
West,
wrong.
I like that way.
Mangakas just flows to me. That's why I like to say it. But I was like, I'm known for mispronouncing everying.
Type it in Google Voice and see what it says. I don't know. I'm too fucking dumb to know what the actual way to say it is. So,
do it on the web. Come on. Load.
But yeah, it's sad to see that he died. But that's pretty much the only news I have. I don't really have any more news. I know there's layoffs in video games right now. I've heard a little bit about it, but I didn't get time to read some articles on Kotaku before we started because I'm got a lot going on with trying to get stuff with D&D and Mangaka. That's what it says.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Mangaka. Okay, that's what Google says, and Google's always right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Take it with a grain of salt. Still, take it with a grain.
So yeah. That's pretty much it, other than now it's time for the interrogation of Adam.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Hey, just real quick, do you guys know today's Mario Day?
No, I did not know today's Mario Day.
I didn't know there was a Mario Day.
MAR 10th. March 10th.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's like May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That's pretty dope.
I see. What do they do on Mario Day?
They discount their games like 2%.
Well, they announced the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. They released the date for it. It's coming out April 4th, I think, of 2026 is the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Nice. That'll be cool.
Bowser's Revenge.
There we go. It's probably something like that. I think, you know what I think they're going to do? And I'm going to call it now. And if it happens, I think they're going to bring what is it? Is it Waluigi and Wario in as like the bad guys? Cool. And then they're going to like, they're going to be good guys by the end. And then Yoshi's probably going to be in it too. Obviously.
Either that or Bowser's kids.
Yeah. One of the two.
Either way I could see.
But yeah, so here goes my interrogation of all things that are Adam.
Get roasted, Adam.
In Tarkov, you have different guns and packs of guns, but eventually you'll lose them. What's the point then?
To use them while you got them.
The point? Yeah,
that's exactly right. You gotta use them while you got them.
No, Bran. You can't answer.
That's literally
he's just gonna take your answer.
What do you want me to say?
That's why you play Tarkov.
But
you want to collect what you can.
But why? So you're getting money, you're getting guns to just let it sit there.
Why play any video game? You're gonna turn it off eventually.
Whenever I get a new gun, what do I say? Come look at my stream, or I tell Matt, come look at my stream. And I literally just say, come look at it. Having it in my inventory, the fact that I got it, it just makes me feel good.
Is a win. Yeah.
No, I understand that, but like perfect example, Matt got a $500,000 gun last night.
Right. He got a spear.
Yeah, he got a spear. And sure, it's cool. He can use it, but when he loses it, there's 500 G's out the window. But even then, the money doesn't matter because it doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
But you're going to get that money later on, so does it? Yeah.
But you're going to sell that money to someone else that is literally just sitting on a bunch of money too. So what's the point of Tarkov?
To play a video
kill
game.
people.
What's the point of any video game?
Kill people. You also can find rare items. There's items in that game I've never even found. So it's the joy of like,
what is,
maybe I can find
there's
something.
objectives.
Asking pointless.
It's not pointless because
there's
the
objectives.
fact that there is no point.
No, there is points. You have objectives to complete.
Tasks. There's tasks to do.
Yeah, there's quests that you complete. There's missions that you do.
You get missions to go in, find something. It's any game.
Now I can choose.
Any game you can do the same thing with almost any game. Well, what's the point? What's the point of beating Elden Ring 15 times?
Elden Ring has a story.
You're going to beat the same boss over and over again, but what's the point?
Is to see the different endings.
Okay. This is what we talked about
here's the
in that
thing.
one podcast.
No,
here's what we talked about.
This. Yeah, no, we did talk about this a little bit.
Even if you're just doing a scav run.
The reason that I have an issue with games like Tarkov, and this is true for Apex Legends 2 and a bunch of other games where it is like there's like cosmetics or there's anything, it's more, the gameplay loop is more based on the psychology of like gambler's mentality. Where it keeps you addicted to the game, where it's not so much it's fun to play the game, but you want to play the game because you like, it's like going back to gamble at a casino. It's like, you're probably not going to win, but if you do win, there's a chance. And if you win once, you're like, oh shit, I just won. It's amazing. And you get that burst of adrenaline. So then you go back, and even if you lose 10 times in a row, you're just getting that one time, which is why I don't like games like Tarkov, because a lot of times you still get fucked up 80% of the time just to eventually get out with really good shit one time.
You've seen me do that, Josh.
The addiction.
Like we always say the juicy chads. Like we're like, oh my god, dude, look at this crap I got. I'm out, and we get out, and I'm like, oh, dude, this whole day has sucked. This one game literally made my day.
No, and I love watching it.
So
don't get me wrong. I'm not asking a question. To me, though, that wall that there's nothing past it doesn't make sense to me why you would want to bang against it a bunch of times.
I have the same wall with 2D side scrollers.
But okay, but all my games that I play have an ending. They don't. There's no wall. There's an end.
You don't like shooting people.
No, it's not that I don't like shooting people. It's that I don't understand how it keeps. My mind can't understand how it keeps them going. Perfect example, Helldivers. I told you I can play like 5 missions, and then I'm done. Because to me, I see the same wall there. Helldivers doesn't have an end. It's just gonna keep going. It's just that wall. I'm gonna get more stuff. I'm gonna get more, stuff from beating whatever.
Things, like better weapons, better
but like
armor.
There's nothing at the end. There's no accomplishment for me at the end for it.
And honestly,
that's the thing that I see with which I'm trying to understand. Like, what is it that you feel accomplished with at the end of?
And I was also going to say,
how far does that push you? How long does that last?
You like Sea of Thieves because there was nothing in that game.
I do not like Sea of Thieves. I played it. I'm
surprised you got so far into it.
I told myself I'd get $1 million and then end it, and that's what I did.
Because it was literally, that was it. Like money. Yeah. There wasn't any better weapons. You didn't upgrade your, your sword to be something.
Hot take number 7, Sea of Thieves is not a good game.
Yeah, it is.
It was very disappointing.
Wow. Josh. And you're running this podcast?
No.
I agree with him. It was very disappointing.
It was not a good game when it started.
Keep Sea of Thieves' name out your fucking mouth.
It was not a good game when it started. It still is not a good game.
It's a games where you have to make your own fun.
That to me is
you got to make your own fun.
It's more fun with friends. Those are the type of like I would never play Tarkov without friends. I enjoyed that. Now, my dislike for Tarkov though does not come from the gameplay loop itself. Like my problem
Wes doesn't
for
like
me
the
personally,
hardness
I don't like
game.
how hardcore it really is to the point where like there's 7 bullets in the store. They all look the same, but you have to pay attention to one little letter in like the name of the bullet because if you buy the wrong one, it won't go in that clip. And it's like, yeah, that's true. That's realistic. That's like exactly like real life. I don't play games because I want them to be exactly like real life, okay? Like if stamina actually worked the way in most games as it did in real life, that would fucking suck. You'd have to stop every 30 seconds when you're sprinting or doing something or just walk around all the time. Like it would not be that enjoyable. And like the hardcore nature of it, it's just too hardcore for my tastes, which is why I'm not a big fan of Tarkov.
Kind of opposite, like I don't think that's hardcore. Like I'll choose the bullet that I need for the gun. That's not what makes
that. It's not just that. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's everything.
He's saying that like your gun can jam and things like that. Wes didn't like that.
Yeah.
And
I just like I don't want to worry about it. I just want to play.
The realistic part doesn't bother me.
And don't get me wrong,
it appeals to people. I mean, I know it does.
I don't dislike Tarkov. I love watching them play Tarkov. I watch every time I ask Adam to put on his screen. I personally do not like create your own adventure stuff. I personally want an end goal. The only game that I've played that I've ever been able to handle doing the create your own adventure stuff is 7 Days to Die. That's it.
It's kind of like create your own adventure stuff.
No, it's not. Life is life. It's horrible and we all get through it the best we can.
It's rough. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
See, I agree.
My ass hurts real bad. Control.
I agree. I have Tarkov. I've tried playing it with Matt.
Don't play with Matt. I know Matt's probably gonna hear this.
No, and it's better to play with Matt. I don't
not just Matt. You got to play with other people.
Don't play with Donnie.
No, but like I played Marauders with Matt, and I like Marauders.
Me too. I like Marauders too.
It's Tarkov dumbed down.
Yep.
Exactly.
And
not as and it's still hardcore in some ways too. It's still
got that aspect of Tarkov, but it's not so over complicated.
Yeah.
Like
over the top.
Like you don't get shot in the arm and you gotta have this healing kit for that particular wound. It's like you heal.
That's the worst part. That is like for me, that is like one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for mentioning that.
And then it's like
I hate that, dude.
And then in Marauders, my character dies. I just put weapons on him again and go back in. It's not, your character dies. You have to wait, and now you have to go do scav runs.
Well,
and it's like,
I think too, like I've noticed at least, Matt playing is very different than Adam playing Tarkov. So Matt plays very seriously. He asks for comms. He asks people to be quiet. Adam never does that. Adam literally just chills and plays, and I like that style a lot more than the way that Matt does. Not to say that Matt's doing it wrong. He's very serious about the stuff he gets. But Adam plays it more like it's just fun and look at the crazy crap I get into, which I love watching. But for me personally, I wouldn't be able to keep going on that game. Like I know with that game, and much like Helldivers, I love it right now. I'll go play with Donnie, even though it's going to make me hate life and it's going to suck because I like, as Waz said, playing with my friends. But eventually, I'm not going to play that game anymore because
to be fair, we could get some funny moments after of all of us getting really pissed off and going into a game with Donnie on extreme difficulty and getting flying across the map. It'd probably make for a very funny video, but it doesn't make it less annoying.
So my thing is, like, whenever I was playing a lot, like when I was playing by myself and you were watching me, Josh, I was literally doing the Punisher task, which that took me like 2 weeks to do. And the reason I was doing that was to get a better pouch, which was a 2x4 when I only had the 2x2. so I could carry more things and be able to get things out of it. But
Yeah,
I think
your prison wallet.
Right. So I think from my point of view, like Wes said, it's like a gambling type of feel. So like I'm going to get out with something really good, and at one time it's going to make me want to keep doing it over and over. But at the end of course, the end of the year, they always do the wipe. So
yeah,
I mean, it's going to end, and then we're just going to restart. So there's not really an end goal at all. It's going to restart eventually. But I think it all comes down to what Wes said about the gambling thing. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. See,
also, I know how our friend group kind of works too, and like we get sometimes really obsessed with a game for several years, and then 5 years later, we all fucking hate it, never want to play it again. Example: Rainbow Six Siege. Yep. We played the shit out of that from like 2016 to like 2020. And now Donnie doesn't even like to say the name of the game anymore. Nobody wants to even talk about it.
I'm totally going to say that to him.
I feel like he probably won't care. He'll be like, what are you even talking about?
You should tell him that he should play Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell him.
You're like, Gabe,
tell him he's a hard stuck plat. He sucks at the game.
Oh, dude, if you call him hard stuck plat, he got carried on Siege, he'll fucking...
You'll have to text me that because I'm not going to remember that word that you just said. I'm a little too
hard stuck flat.
Yeah, nope. You said it again and it went through one ear out the other.
Dude, all it means is that like he got to the platinum, like because it's like there's like medals, just like it's like diamond, plat, gold, silver, bronze, and that's like in ranked play. That's how like good at the game you are if you're like winning and you have a good KD and stuff. Yeah. And we always would mess with him that he actually sucks and he couldn't get out of plat.
Or tell him...
He's like, I'm a diamond.
Tell him that I'm better at him in the game and that I always beat him in 1v1, so he'll get really mad.
But that actually is true, though. I don't think he's ever won a 1v1 against you in Rainbow Six Siege. So.
Yeah.
I take my 1v1 seriously.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay, so second question, and this will be the last question because we're hitting an hour 30. What's a butt plug?
Huh?
And why do you call it a butt plug? And Matt.
It's a T-plug.
It's not a butt plug.
It's a T-plug. It's literally something for your hideout. But I called it a butt plug one time, and Matt was like, "Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna call it a butt plug from now on." So
I mean, a butt plug's for your hideout too. You know,
it's for the back door, but. It's so funny to just randomly be watching him, and then him or Matt will be like, "Oh, I got a butt plug," and I'm like, "Wait, what? What the fuck are you guys? What?"
Yeah, you'll need it for
so I wanted to ask what it was.
Yeah, it's just a T plug, but we call them butt plugs.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't know what a T plug is either, so
we learned some new things about Tarkov. We talked about some movies and all that.
Come back next time for more serious questions about Tarkov.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll have some more stuff to come up with next time. Thank you.
Tarkov and the butt plug of destiny.
Yep.
That's the name of this.
Thanks. Thanks everybody who is going to listen to this. We appreciate it. We love all you guys. Don't trust Donnie and don't play with him. That's what we mainly learned from this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did talk about Donnie like a good 20 minutes.
Oh, This episode is going to be called "If It Has a Difficulty, Don't Play with Donnie." That is what I'm calling the episode.
Donnie difficulty, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming. Sorry we missed last week. I actually didn't say, but we all had things going on. People were sick. I had stuff going on, personal stuff. So we just skipped last week. It won't happen very much, but every so often, just bear with us. We're all humans and we have our own jobs and lives. But we appreciate everybody who watched this.
Yeah.
Bye from me and
bye.
Bye. Peace.
See you guys.
Yeah.
True.
One love.
Two love. I'm better.
Bye. Like, subscribe, and fuck off.
Yep. All right.